What if the reason you are not getting ahead financially has nothing to do with how hard you are working? What if the productivity system you have been following religiously, the morning routines, the time blocking, the hustle culture mantras, is actually the very thing keeping you stuck? Here is the uncomfortable truth. Most people are not failing because they are lazy. They are failing because they are exhausted in exactly the right way to feel like they are succeeding. And by the end of this video, that sentence is going to make complete sense to you. But before we dive in, welcome back to the channel. I am Mr. Ben, and this is where we have honest and practical conversations about money, work, and building real wealth in a world that is designed to keep you busy but never truly ahead. If you are new here, welcome, and do me a quick favor right now. Hit that subscribe button and tap the like button if this kind of content speaks to you. It genuinely helps more people find these videos. And trust me, this one is going to challenge everything you thought you knew about productivity and money. Now, let us get into it. Picture a typical morning in 2026. Your alarm goes off and you are already reaching for your phone before your eyes are fully open. You check emails, scan notifications, and respond to messages before breakfast. By 7 a.m., you already feel behind. You have a packed day ahead, back-to-back meetings, a full to-do list, and deadlines that bleed into each other. By 9 p.m., you finally close your laptop completely tired. And that tiredness feels like proof you worked hard enough today. It feels like progress. But then the month ends, the year ends, and you look up and realize you are in almost the exact same financial position you were in 12 months ago. Same account balance, same stress, same feeling that you are running as fast as you can just to stay in place. Here's what nobody is telling you about that feeling. That exhaustion is not a badge of honor. It's a warning sign. And the productivity culture you've been sold is largely responsible for it.
Here is the first thing you need to understand. Being chronically busy is not the same as being strategically productive. For most people, busyness has become something far more dangerous than poor time management. It has become a defense mechanism. When you're busy, you have a reason for not taking risks. When your calendar is full, you have an excuse for not starting that investment you've been researching for months. When your to-do list never ends, you never have to sit with the uncomfortable question of whether you are actually moving in the right direction at all. Busyness protects you from vulnerability, and vulnerability is exactly what true wealth creation requires. Starting a business is vulnerable. Making a significant investment is vulnerable. But if your schedule is packed from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m., you never have to confront any of that. You can just keep ticking boxes and calling it progress. This is what behavioral economists call productive procrastination. Staying busy with low-leverage tasks so you never have to face the high-stakes decisions that would actually move your financial life forward. Now, here is where it gets even more interesting. There's a specific type of tiredness that is particularly dangerous for wealth building. It is called functional exhaustion. Functional exhaustion is not the kind of tired where you cannot get out of bed. It's the kind of tired where you can still show up, still respond to emails, still sit in meetings, and appear completely fine. You are functioning, you are operational. But your capacity for deep strategic thinking, your ability to evaluate risk, make long-term decisions, and execute on real opportunities, that is severely compromised. The tasks that keep you functionally exhausted, the emails, the meetings, the constant notifications, those tasks do not require deep thinking. They just require presence. But the tasks that actually build wealth require your absolute best cognitive hours. And by the time you get to them, you've got nothing left to give. You're working hard enough to feel tired, but not smart enough to get ahead. And the gap between those two things is exactly where most people's financial future quietly disappears. The mindset shift.
Here is the reframe that changes everything. Stop measuring your days by how much you did. Start measuring them by what you actually moved forward. Not all hours are equal. 1 hour of deep, uninterrupted strategic thinking on a high-leverage opportunity is worth more to your financial future than 10 hours of inbox management and back-to-back calls. 10 times more, sometimes 100 times more. The wealthy do not have more hours than you. They've simply learned to protect their highest quality cognitive hours for their highest leverage activities. They've stopped letting busyness masquerade as progress. Exhaustion is not the price of success. It is the symptom of a broken system, and a broken system can always be redesigned.
So here is a simple 3-part framework to break the fatigue trap and start building real wealth with your time and energy. The first step is to identify your one high-leverage activity every single week. Before anything else, ask yourself this question: what is the one thing I could work on this week that would have the most significant impact on my financial future 6 months from now? Not your inbox, not your meetings, your financial future. Write it down and protect it. The second step is to guard your peak cognitive hours. Most people do their best thinking in the first 2 to 3 hours after waking up. Stop filling that window with emails and social media. Block it completely. Use it exclusively for your high-leverage activity. 2 protected hours of deep focus every morning will do more for your financial future than 8 hours of reactive busyness ever could. The third step is to run a weekly energy audit. At the end of each week, do not ask how much you got done. Ask how much of your best energy went toward things that will compound over time versus things that will be forgotten by next Tuesday. That one honest question will show you exactly where your financial future is being quietly drained every single week. The reflective ending. The most dangerous kind of failure is the kind that feels like success. Working yourself into functional exhaustion while your calendar stays full and your to-do list stays busy is exactly that kind of failure. It looks like progress, it feels like effort, but it is quietly costing you the future you are working so hard to build. You do not need another productivity hack. You need to stop being busy in ways that protect you from actually building something real. You need to protect the hours when your mind is sharp enough to think strategically. And you need to start measuring your days not by how tired you are at the end of them, but by how much closer you are to the financial life you actually want. Because your future empire will not be built in the margins of an exhausted life. It will be built in the deep, focused hours you finally decide it deserves. If this video spoke to you, please share it with someone who needs to hear this today. And if you are not yet subscribed to the channel, this is the perfect time to join us. Hit that subscribe button and leave a comment below telling Mr. Ben what your biggest productivity trap is right now. There's a lot more coming that you will not want to miss. Thank you.